Before we get started, just want to give a few thank yous. First and most importantly, to all the family, parents, guardians that help take care of these wonderful children in front of you. This could not be possible without your support and without you just getting them to school every day, getting them the things they need. So we really appreciate that. We also have some administrators in attendance this evening. We have our head principal, Mr. Chris Saban here. And we have a few guidance counselors, Mrs. Vedder and Mrs. Van Sickle. Thank you for coming and supporting these kids. And we want to thank our telecom crew. This is a very busy time of year for them. Mr. Mullins does a great job of leading the telecom team at Harding High School, and has some students that are able to help them as well. So, as you know, this year we started in hybrid. So during that time, we were just working on skill development, not really working on any sort of music or anything like that. So we waited until we came back after spring break to really start working on the music that you're hearing today. Our 6th graders just didn't quite have enough time to get prepared for our concert, so that's why we just have our 7th and 8th graders here with you this evening. It's a combined group, and they worked on the same pieces this evening. So again, thanks so much for coming to our performance tonight, and we appreciate your support of our program and these wonderful students. It's quite a joy to work with them on a daily basis, so thank you very much. Our first tune is entitled Fanfare and Fireworks by Brian Maltese.
So, as you can imagine, we just wanted to, well, we have 3 pieces, so it's going to be a pretty quick concert tonight, but that's still better than nothing. Yeah. Because the truth of the matter is, there's still a lot of programs out there that are unable to do what we are doing today, okay? So it'll be a pretty quick show tonight. With that said, I wanted to talk a little bit about our 8th graders who are continuing on to the high school program. And so we actually had a parent-guardian info meeting Sunday, but we know that not everybody could make that. So if you are someone whose child is continuing on with us at Harding, this information is very important. So over there by the black and red mats, you see 4 different forms. And you'll want to pick up each of those forms tonight. The pink one is a travel release form, and then the blue is the schedule. For the high school marching band, we are going to competitions next year. Yes. As of right now, the Popcorn Festival and the parade is on. Yes. And we're going to perform at both home games and away games next season as well. Yep. So there's a lot of performance opportunities for next year's freshmen. So do make sure to get one of those, and then on the back, if your child is a percussionist or a color guard member, then their schedule, they have some extra dates in the summer. Those dates are on the back of that blue form. On the gray, it's a gray packet, that's our fee information. So it does, there is a fee associated with the Harding Band program. I don't want you to think, though, if you cannot afford it, that you can't do it, okay? We do have sponsorships, we have fundraisers. We are able to get every single child who wants to be in the program, okay? So, but we still need you to pick up that information. And on the white paper, it's the Harding Band Communications page. There's a slew of QR codes. So that you can get connected via social media, remind. There's a parent contact survey that we would like for you to fill out as well. Okay? So the pink form and the last page of the gray form, we would need those filled out as soon as possible. And if your child could just turn that in to us maybe by the end of the week, that'd be great. There is a deposit. And if you can't get that in right now, that's fine. Just let us know when you can. And if this is just a ton of information for you, just come talk to us. Okay? Just come talk to us after the concert's over, and we can help you out. All right? And if you're someone who was there on Sunday, then ignore this. 7th grade people, ignore this. We may be inviting a couple 7th graders to join us, though. We always do that every year. Some advanced 7th graders we bring up as 8th grade members, but if your child and you are continuing on with us, please make sure to pick those up at the end of the concert. Meanwhile, we have our second piece. It is called Lowrider, arranged by Diana Downs, and it's actually featuring a special guest, Jackson Wayforest, on the drum set. There it is. So there's the Jackson Greenwald. Dang. Okay. Jackson is a sophomore, right? Yeah. Okay, good. He's a sophomore in the Harding Band. He has a sibling in the Grant Middle School Band, but we brought him down to play some drum set for us for this next tune. Please enjoy Lowrider. How many of you knew that one? Yeah, classic. Yeah. All right. So every year we try and recognize some of our most outstanding band members, and this year is no exception. The fact that your children can come in and make music and not being able to, be too close or too far. And, as Mr. Hartman said, we weren't even really able to start rehearsing this music until after spring break. We had to change our curriculum completely to fit hybrid. And so the fact that, I know we're about to recognize just a couple students, but all of you guys should be recognized because you just not only stayed with it, but you were able to learn some things along the way, and now we're able to make some music together. So we're so proud of every single one of you. Thank you guys. With that said, there were a couple students who went above and beyond, not only with playing their instrument, but with everything that we were handed to them, and they rose to the challenge. So we have one 7th grade member and one 8th grade member we would like to recognize. So the 7th grade member was excelled at what we call rhythm and scale chunks. Y'all remember those? I'm sure you missed them. No? Okay. And not only that, but the student actually picked up a new instrument, like what, 3 weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago. And then the student is on a crutch right now, because he's a little injured. But we would like to recognize Jacob Adams. Jacob, wave. That's Jacob. There you go. You can't stand up there. But yeah, I mean, just amazing. Our 8th grade member, again, just rose to the occasion and completed all of their assignments. And then this student is one of those kind of silent, strong types. Just a really nice kid, always does the right thing, never gives us grief. And it's just a joy to work with. And this year's 8th grade outstanding member is Jordy Lopez. You were surprised, weren't you, Jordy? Yeah. But those are the kinds of students that we like to recognize. Well, maybe they're not don't have the biggest personalities, or maybe they just kind of hide in the background, but they always do the right thing. And the truth is, everybody that you see before you, they do the right thing. That's why they're here, right? And that's why they are able to make such great music. So even though we recognize just 2, truthfully, we have an entire gymnasium full of wonderful young people. So, without further ado, we will do our last selection tonight, titled Ghosts of the Lost Ship.
This next piece is a favorite of mine. I have some old and high schoolers in the audience who can probably vouch. I do not think a middle schooler has gone through my program without playing this particular song. I adore it both as a musical piece and as a teaching tool, and the students always love this one too. That said, you guys, there are some high school orchestra members in the group and the audience right now. Some of them are older siblings, most of them are older siblings, to be honest. Alright, and I'm going to review what I told you this morning. This morning, in dress rehearsal, was the best I have ever heard this piece performed. And those high schoolers are probably going to take that as an insult. So you've got to go, here's my words. No pressure. thank you to Department of High School Telecom, who is out there, these are high schools who go to like everything going on and record it. If you are interested in seeing this concert again, or you know someone who missed it, or whatever, they should have it up on the YouTube page for a couple of days. And if you're curious, actually no, we're going to do it in class, so you don't have to worry about it. But if you're curious about the high school orchestra, I know the high school orchestra performance on Sunday is up. I watched it earlier today. So I encourage you to check out those people up there. They do great work. They're incredibly busy, and they deserve it. Up there. I would like to thank students really quickly. I don't have any trinkets or anything to give away. I cannot move an inch. I have some students I would like to embarrass really quick. I don't have any trinkets or anything to give away, but I can't even think. Okay, I'm looking at the students, but I'm trying. I am not going to move. Alright, so I do have some students to embarrass. First off, there is a student who is sorely undeserved recognition, or not undeserved, unrecognized. Has been waiting a year for this. The high school National Orchestra Award winner did not get recognized last year in concert because, well, masks. But she just so happens to be here tonight. So Lillian Gibson, could you stand up really quick? Lillian Gibson was a graduating senior, and she won the National Orchestra Award last year, and she had to give 365 days for that round of applause. So thank you for giving it to her. More exceptional students that I would like to recognize. Just a couple. First off, actually, I'm going to talk about these classes real quick. The 7th grade class here, despite everything that happened, is not a day behind where they are in the curriculum. And the honest to God reason for that is last March, when the E shut down, they were already 3 months ahead of where they should have been. So when they came back in this year, they didn't miss a beat. I did not have to adjust my curriculum for these guys at all, because they were doing so well last year. They're so far ahead, the whole 7th grade class. So those kudos for not missing a beat over this pandemic. My 8th graders, especially my 8th grader violinists and violists, which is, if you have been in my class, the entire 8th grade class. If you are worried about moving on to high school next year, don't. Because I think certain high schoolers are in for a very rude awakening when this 8th grade class comes in and competes against them on CD charts. Alright, I think we're going to have some shockingly competitive, highly placed freshmen come next year. 8th graders, you guys are ready to go on to high school. And the high schoolers might be surprised to see the competition that's coming up on the underclassmen. So, a round of applause for the entire 8th grade. There are specific students I'd like to embarrass as well. One of which has been no end of an annoyance. Oh, they know. But if I hear baby shark one more time, you will learn the meaning of the word connection. But she has mastered playing on every inch of that fingerboard. We introduced shifting. We kind of introduced the concept in 7th grade, but really started to refine it in 8th grade. And this particular student, the idea, and ran with it. And you will actually hear her play something that's real high up there in this final piece that was definitely not written in that way. She just taken it as an extra challenge. Emily Little, one of the star and best violinists that I have heard in this program, a very, very long time. Yeah, so a round of applause for her. I have a seventh grader I would like to highlight as well, who has been a tremendous leader in this class. Has done a great job of keeping the mood up in class, of being a hype man, as well as being a fantastic player, who has not only been good about getting better himself, but also making his classmates better and being helpful and leading the class, and is a phenomenal player of his own. And I'm really, truly, deeply saddened that he is moving away from me, and I will not see him next year. Adam Stoughton, everyone, you do deserve a round of applause for all the stuff you have done. That said, also, when I was thinking that, I saw them come in the doors like right after, I think, from UG Junction Big Department or right over there. They deserve a round of applause too. I have one final piece for you. It is called Dragon Slayer. I have mispronounced it a few times, but I did not do it then. So enjoy this piece. And keep your ear out for notes that are way, way higher than they should be. It's delivered.